Hello everyone, I am Izzy Noodles. Welcome to a brand new walkthrough. It's been a long time since I first played this. This ended up being my first annual blind play. And as you can tell, this game actually felt like a struggle at the time. But I finally came back to it. And here we are, so let's start a new game in a walkthrough. An oasis in Egypt. Find its secret. Okie dokie. So we start off right next to the Jeep here. We've got just this little tiny area we can explore. So there's not a lot in this area. So in these boxes, we've got a couple of items. And this first one is very important. So that is the crowbar. We've also got a small medpack. So after you've done a bit more exploring, you might discover a hole in the water. So that's actually where we're heading to. So just hop on in. So it's a little bit of a maze, but it's not too tricky to navigate. So firstly, I'm going to come to the right and right again. There are some flares just here. And then through this passage, and then swim upwards. So we've got 3 areas in here to swim upward to. So be on the lookout for holes in the ceiling you can swim up into. So the only thing in this area is this broken beetle. So this is what we need the crowbar for. And it's shown us a gate. It's technically a box, but I guess it acts as a gate. So we need to do 3 things in order for that gate to open. So this one's kind of weird in my opinion. Just take off a broken beetle from the wall instead of pulling a lever. That's kind of strange. But anyway, that is thing number 1 of 3. So now swim out of here. So this is the way we came from. We came from that passage left. So come forward this time and upwards into the next gap. Okay, and these little scorpions throughout the game are not poisonous, these little ones. So there are some bigger ones, so brace yourself for those. Okay, and there is a jump switch, so just grab that. And we've been shown the gate again, so that is thing number 2. Okay, so face this way, so turn around as you hop back into the water. And now this is where we went before. We picked up these flares from in front of me. So come back this way, but this time we're going to take this right hand passage. We've not been here yet. So just keep looking upwards for a passage you can swim up to. Here we go. Okay, so this is the room with the gate. So it's not opened yet, but we can see we've got some breakaway tiles here. So just let yourself fall down into the water. And there is a ceiling lever. Alrighty, so the gate is open. So now you can just slide on down. And there will be a crocodile. Okay, so if we have a look around, the first thing you'll spot is this chain on the other side of this wall. So we can't actually get to that yet. That is for much, much later in the game. But if we look up, we've got some poles and some slopes that we're going to navigate. We want to get up to there. So we're going to use the poles and the slopes to get up there. So one helpful tip in this game is a lot of level editors will only let you grab a pole in the middle of the tile, but not this one. So bear that in mind. You're going to have to stick to the very edge of some of these poles. Not these ones, but later in the game. You're going to have to stick to the very outer edge of them in order to make the jumps. So these first ones are pretty simple enough. So just run and jump. Not too far to the right though on that first pole, and then we can just keep jumping around. There we go. And now to open the door, we've just got 2 levers here. So this first part is actually going to be much easier than the second part. It's only going to be a two-parter walkthrough. So this is a very laid-back section right now. So I will be using medpacks in this game. There's just too much damage to be taken. Some of it's not avoidable. Okay, so that flyby made the area look huge, and that particular area, there is one particular area that actually is quite big and kind of confusing, but we'll get to that when we get to it, don't panic. So I'm just hopping to the left to grab a medpack. We do have a passage to this side, to the left of what I'm going to refer to as the water room, for obvious reasons. But we can't reach that yet. We need to raise 2 blocks from the water in order to get there. So you can raise 1 block right now in this room, but I'm actually going to leave that until later, until I need to come back here. So if you happen to fall in the water, there is only one way out, and that is straight across that way. So that's actually where I'm heading to right now. You can hop across these sections, or you can just hop in the water. So this jump usually misses, actually. You can get it on the way back, but just not on the way across, so that's fine. Okay, so just hop on up. And there is this room, which I will probably refer to as the hub, because it's got the 4 passages leading off. So there's the way I came from. There's this right-hand passage. Which way is this? This is east. So let's just have a quick look down here. So this will give you a better idea of what we're doing. We actually need 4 beetles. The broken beetle we picked up, it's not for anything. We've done what we need to do with it. Just take it off the wall and keep hold of it forevermore. But we need 4 full beetles. So that is the plan at the moment. Okay, so up this passage. This is the big area that can get confusing, so I'll leave that just for now. We will be going there in this video, but not just yet. So we got a medpack 2 just sitting here. And this 4th passage, I will be doing the first puzzle in this passage to get the first beetle piece. I believe it's actually called a black beetle. That's its technical name. So, there is a crocodile in the water, so you might be better off shooting it in case you fall in. Just in case, okay? And if we look on the left wall, we've got a flame and a pole. So we're going to use the pole. When the flame stops, you can jump off, but there is a gate around the corner there that's closed at the moment. We need to open the gate. So just jump to this corner. Simple enough. You might need to do some curving. And there is a hidden chain. So this chain is what will open that door. Okay, it's not shown you, but you've blatantly heard it. So now I'm going to hop back to the opening where I came from. Okay, now I'm going to hop to this middle area. And now I'm going to use the slope here to jump to the pole. So you want to do a twist in the air to hit the slope so you can jump off forward to grab the pole. So it's not too tricky, but sometimes it can feel like it's just unnecessarily difficult. So I'll wait for the next interval with the flame. There we go. And here is our first puzzle room, so obviously the floor is lava. A huge floor is lava theme going on. So firstly, where to start? So it might seem as though you want to run and jump over to that flat tile there, but actually that's too far away, you'll not make that. We want to run and jump to the slope so we can grab that pole. So this can actually be a little bit tricky, you don't want to be all the way forward. And actually you can end up hopping back into the lava. I have a feeling I am going to fall into the lava right now by hopping back. Yeah, you want to be aware, like just be careful of that. Okay, so it can be tricky to not know how to line up. Take just an extra step back. So one thing when you are going into a running jump from here, make sure the vertical wall is on Lara's shoulder. Okay, there we go. So this next jump can also be a little bit tricky. You want to time the flame and it's very tight. So immediately jump off that second pole. Alright, so next to the ladder. Okay, so around the corner, climb on up. And I think roughly here, maybe down one, is an okay place to be. Might go up one. We'll see. So then you want to jump back and twist in the air. Time the flame that you can see on the left corner. And climb up straight away. Okie doke. Next section, not too tricky. We're going to jump to the slope, to the pole, to the slope, to the slope. And behind this column there is a flat tile that you can stand on. So as you jump off that last slope you can visibly see. Make sure you're a little further down to the bottom of the slope to get a bit more distance. So you can just do a standing jump to this. Oh no! Okay, and you can do a roll if it's helpful. Sometimes if you just hit the tile line and Lara can't decide if she wants to be on the tile or if she's going to fall down, you can keep trying to press the roll button, and she might, if she's just on it, do a roll, and then that will save you from falling off. It will accept the animation. So now we've got a crack in the ledge there, so we can actually grab that, but I find it much easier just to go ahead and do a running jump to the gap. And then here, and then just gonna grab this. And we've got a dog. As pretty as they are, they will kill you. Okay, so now we're going to use these higher columns to get to the far side. We can just see the beetle on the wall now. So this next jump can seem a little tricky. So I kind of think this one looks trickier than it is. So you don't really need to veer too much, but definitely veer just a little bit. Okay, so you might tell that that column is actually way too far away, so what we're going to do is we're actually aiming for that really low tile. So just do a running jump over to there, and we can jump up onto the top of this section. So just make sure you're all the way back and all the way to the right. Okay, and then climb up. And easy peasy, just jump to here. You will need to veer as well. Okay, and Beetle piece number 1. So now we've got that, we can get out of here. So we can just jump back over to this last column. And then run and jump off here. You need to be sure to do a running jump, because a standing jump doesn't quite give you the distance, even though you can just slide down the roof as you do your jump, but just grab in the air as well. Right, so now we just have to get out of here. Make sure to time the flame. If you do get set on fire, don't panic, there is water down below. So that is one reason for shooting the crocodile straight away. Okay, and just return back to the hub. So what I will do now, we will enter the really big area. I'll just try and give you a tour of that area. It's gonna seem confusing. So there are some scorpions as well, so there's one. Another one. Ooh. Okay, so there's a sneaky one approaching from behind. If we come to here, we can see a receptacle we need for what is called a Vraeus. There is a crocodile to the right. Okay, so this Vraeus is what we will collect once we have all the black beetles. So we also have this medpack right next to it. And you can see just to the right, I'm going to go over this way because we've got another pickup over here. Just checking for scorpions. Okay. So now, I will try and give you a tour of the area. So this door is for close to the end. This will be opened with the Vraeus. This section we will be finding a jump switch. Actually, I've gone straight past the jump switch. I'll go back and pull it, and that will open up the trapdoor there so that we can start climbing up to the higher levels. Let me just go back to the jump switch. It's actually right where we picked up the Uzi clips. So here's the pedestal, and here is the jump switch. Alright, let's continue with the tour. So if you ever get lost, this is in the northwest corner. That's how to get up. That is a return door. So ignore that. Let's keep going around this way in a circle. Okay, here is another door. This is one of the next things I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go and open this door so that we can enter. Okay, this is the way I entered this section. And there is this that can be used as a landmark as well. So, first thing I'm going to do now is open the door that I mentioned. So, northwest corner, that's where we start climbing. I also forgot to point out, there's actually, I didn't see it on my my tour of the area. There's a section that's blocked off, but you can see through the fencing that there's a pedestal with Uzi clips. So that's one thing that we can go and find as well. So there's no secrets in this game, but that's something that I kind of class as a secret because it's not easy to get to. It's not obvious at all how to get them. So now I'm going to move this block so that we can access the monkey bars. Right, so just hop on up. Straight across to the other side, but be careful not to jump off too soon, otherwise you'll just fall straight down. Okay, I wasn't sure whether there was a lever. The lever is not yet. So, follow the passages along the highest sections. There is a medpack. And we can jump over to here, but first I'm just going to take a detour for that next medpack. So be sure you are no further back than the crease. You can, I guess, come further once more. I didn't go very far. Then do a standing jump to here, just grab the edge. You can do a standing jump along to the next ledge. And there we go. So I don't tend to run across this corner because I mess it up. I just fall down because I'm at the wrong angle. The camera angle, because the wall is there, isn't always helpful. Okay, so now I'm going to jump back. So be to this corner space. Okay, angle. And then standing jump with a grab. Otherwise you'll fall off if you do not grab. Okay, so then to here, this is another type jump. So make sure you go from corner to corner. Roll if you feel you might miss. And if we look down, we can see the spike traps that are down below. So this is what I'm going to do now. So the jump switch you probably noticed when I was showing you this the first time is down here. So just hop down. And I'm going to pull it straight away. Alright, so that door is open. And I'm going to continue along this higher section. I'm going to pick up a few goodies before going back there, so it's actually easier than you think to get out of here, especially to grab the higher level. So all you need to do is grab the edge of this, climb up and hold jump immediately, and then you can easily just hop straight back up. Okay, so now we're going to use this slope just behind me to grab these next monkey bars, and we're going to take the left path along there. So again, do not drop down too soon and don't be too late either. If you're not paying attention and just go all the way to the end, she will actually drop off down to the very lower level. So that's a little bit annoying. So right now, I will take a detour for an awesome weapon. So this is where I entered this area. So I'm going to run and jump to here. And then over to here. And this is a place we won't need to be until much later, so just remember this location. We've got a doorway over there, but if we turn around, we've got a sneaky hidden crawl space. And there is a grenade launcher inside. Nice, okie dokie. Okay, so once you've got it, you can just crawl back out and hop back over to where I was. Okay, and I will actually take another detour for another awesome weapon. So now head over to here, and there is some grenade launchers, so that's important. Grenades, rather. So now I'm going to go and head for the Uzis. So firstly, what you want to do is find a lever, because that is a shortcut back up to this highest section. So here it is, and that raises a block just here, so this is a shortcut. So now the Uzis. So I actually did go past this door, but if I went to the corner, you would have seen a gate. There's a gate in that corner and in this left hand corner that show you a hidden space. So there is a hidden gap here. You kind of can see just to the right there's a big space where we can grab, but it's hidden just here. But you can grab it. So you want to use this space to shimmy around. So this is how we get in the Uzis. Looks like we got a friend too. So that friend down below will actually be inside the area. It can go through the gates. Okay, so just grab the ladder, make your way down. Okay. Uzis. Nice. So now we can climb back up. And this is the only way out. So now we're actually going to drop straight down to ground level. We're done on the higher sections just for now. So we do have the opportunity to grab another Beetle piece, but what I am going to do actually is set myself up so we can go through the room in the water area. If we can find the door, that is. So we need to find an item. Here we go. Special item that needs to be used. So come to the far back of this newly opened section, and there is a jump switch. So now I'm going to equip the grenade gun. This is one reason why it's a good idea to grab this now. And slide on down. We've got two enormous scorpions to kill. And the grenade gun, I'm poisoned. That's annoying. The grenade gun can damage you as well. Oh, and yeah, don't jump in the air while shooting, because you will lose health. It damages you as well. So I best just go ahead and use a medpack. I did say it was a medpack run. So that makes me less bitter. So now, all the cages around are climbable. So I'm going to climb up, and you see the two sections sticking outward above. once we're high enough, we can flip back and grab that. So I'm going to come to this side, so these plants are a good way to know where to line yourself up to. And then roughly at this higher marking, you can flip back and twist in the air and grab this. So now you want to be careful because we've got this dart trap. And behind you there will be a scorpion. Okay, so you don't need to come this way, but there is a medpack. Okay. And then you can just come through this way. These dogs will come to life. Okay, looks like it's just one for now. Oh, and a scorpion. And another one. And another one. Okay. So on this highest section, that's on this side, is the return path. So we've not got what we need yet. So don't leave. So come to the opposite side. We've got this hole just here, so we can hop down to the next level. There's more dogs. So even though you can see the blood while they're motionless, you are not doing any damage. Okay, so continue around to the opposite side of where we landed. There's another gap. More doggies. Okay. I thought I saw something shiny for some reason. I'm seeing things. Right. So now to the opposite side of where we landed, and we have this key item. So this is what we're going to use to raise one of the blocks in the water room to reach the next level. To reach the next room, rather. So now we've got that, we can start climbing straight back up. So, as I've said, we could have got another Beetle piece instead of getting try to English, this is your native language. We could have got another black beetle instead of getting this key piece, but I've decided to do it this way around. I forgot to turn for a moment. It's going well. So a lot of the stuff I'm doing sort of the easy way around for now, and then in the next part, the next video part, it's actually going to be a little more tricky. So if you want to ease yourself into the game, this is one way to do it. So I'm only going to be finding one beetle piece in this video. So you can hop up to the right once you've gone through the crawl space, and this door will open for you if you have the key. I assume if you do not have the key, the door will not open, so then you can't leave without it. Don't quote me though, I do not know that for sure. Okay, so you can use this rock to climb back up, and if you didn't pull the jump switch as you jumped downwards, if you missed it, you can use the rock again to climb up to grab that. Okay, so now I've got the beetle piece, the key piece. I will go back to the water room. Okay, and straight through to the next place. So this is just the hub. And here is the water room. Okay, so I didn't point it out, but you may have spotted where to use this. So this is a tight jump. You want to aim corner to corner and be ready to roll. Oh, okay, I guess not. But I find that you mostly, like 99% of the time, will need to roll to make sure you land on that space. Okay, there we go. You see how she couldn't decide if she was going to fall or not? So just roll. It might not work every time if you're spamming too hard, but be patient. So we can see now where we're going to use this piece. I didn't point this out the first time round when I was here. Okay, so now we're going to hop into here. And it can be tricky actually. There we go. So now there will be a scorpion, there we go. Sneaky scorpion. Medpack, and then just hop down to here. So there will be a couple more as well around the corner. Okay. And now we've got a trap that's actually not too tricky. What you want to do is jump, jump over it. So while I was streaming my walkthrough practice, I did this flawlessly, and then while I was practicing, it wasn't so good. So just go for it. Well, that didn't turn out too great. There we go. Okay, so on this right hand section there is a space that we can climb up to. And there is a lever. Okay, so that has opened a door around and about, and we've got a crocodile too. Okay, so grab the medpack before we leave. Okay, same again, you can just run and to jump. And it's difficult to see the middle. You are better off running towards the middle, I think. Oh, okay, well, whatever. It's fine, I don't care. Okay, so you are returning the way you came. But be careful, because the crocodile will now be in this section of water. Oh, whoa, whoa, hi there, crocodile. I would happen to land right on top of it, wouldn't I? Hello. Why did you not chase me? Okay, so once you've killed the crocodile, you can safely hop into the water, and we're heading to where we opened that door just now. So we can come through here. This is actually underneath the walkway where we entered the section. And there is a door on the right-hand side. Here we go. Okay, so here is the chain that we could see through that gap. So that was the starting point where we bumped into the first crocodile of the game. So now we are here and we can pull the chain. Okay, and the first block is raised. So now we're going to go back and raise that second block. Okay, so back to this main section of the watery room. As I've mentioned, you can only climb out in one place. Okay, and to get to the next area where we're going to pull another chain, which is actually right up there, we're going to start by going through that space in the wall there. So, I think we can do a running jump over to that column. It seems quite far. There we go, that was easy. Just all of a sudden it doesn't seem possible. Okay. So we do have some more tricky jumps to make here. Okay, so here we have a slope, so I recommend saving because it's so easy to mess up. So we're going to jump from this slope to the next slope, and you see that third slope is actually facing away, so we need to jump off it and then curve to the right to land in that area you can see with the fence. So when you are ready. Okay, so you can grab, that is fine. Okie dokie. Nice. So kill the puppies. Grab the medpack. And that wasn't even the worst of the jumps. So now we can hop to here. So we're making our way around to that high section now. Okay, and here. And these jumps can be very awful. So it is very important. You do have to grab these poles at the very edge. So you're going to grab the pole, grab the next pole, and then jump to the slope. If you are not at the very edge of the pole, you'll not land on the slope. So one way to make sure you are lined up for a running jump to the pole is hop down, make sure you are all the way to the side, and then roll, and then just go straight into a running jump. So you can see you are all the way to the edge, and then jump, and hold that. That was so mean. Why? There we go. So I was gonna say, as you jump off the pole to the slope, hold jump so that she jumps off immediately. And it seems you need to veer too. That's something I was doing subconsciously, it seems. So veer left a bit and then you will land in this space. Alrighty, so now the next block has raised and we can reach that doorway, that new room. So you can hop straight into the water. Okay, and then you can do your jumps again to get over there. So don't forget, this one can be a bit tricky. So I suppose if you don't care about medpacks too much, then you can just jump straight downwards onto one of the block sections. Might be quicker. Ooh, that was good. So yeah, you won't take all that much damage. Sometimes it's habit just to try to avoid damage. Okay, so jump to the first block. And then we can make our way to the next block. And then hop on in. Okay, so this is actually where I'm going to be ending my video today. So next time will be the final part, just a two-parter walkthrough. we will find the next 3 beetle pieces, and then, you know, end the game, do all that shenanigans. So I will see you there. Take it easy, guys and girls.